Hey everybody, and I am back with another video. Still crappy cam quality. Still look like a mess because I have been working non-stop. I'm a little sunburned. Whole lot going on right now, but I'm really happy to be back, and I'm really happy to be able to get into this next topic that I have to discuss. Um, so one of those things being is soil. So let's talk about soil production. Um, so uh, you can buy soil just about anywhere, uh, but how well can you trust how organic and pure truly is? Um, you know, you have to be able to trust your soil when you're planting your garden, because it will be the main food source for your plants. It's the food for your food. And it will be producing the food that you eat at the quantity and amount that you want it to. Um, and these plants also produce the oxygen that we breathe. With that being said, you have to choose the soil carefully and continuously feed it to keep it full and uh, and full of all the wonderful things that plants and oxygen require. Another thing, you have to keep in mind is that each plant requires different levels of these things, of these chemicals, of these goodies. From potassium to calcium, nitrogen, and everything, it's essential to know what your plants need individually. So before we go buy these things at the store, let's try to find out what we have around the house that we can add to the soil ourselves. But before we even get into that, let's not get too ahead of ourselves, starting with basic yet efficient soil. We have to know where to find it. A lot of us, maybe you have a wooded property where you know where some wooded property is. Um, you really want to look at where you should be collecting soil. A lot of it is underneath where the thickest of the debris lies, um, over the surface of the ground. This can be quick, costless, easy, and effective. A very effective way to gather large amounts as well. One good place, the blacker the soil, the better. Roll over a few logs, flip over some thick debris. Um, Sometimes underneath water. You can really pull some of the stuff underneath the water. One good place to look, really, anywhere you go, and this has always just been one of my go-tos, and I've had extremely good luck with it, is looking for places with mushrooms. If you see mushrooms growing in the soil, you know that it's pretty organic, you know. And so then we talk about what chemicals do you really need exactly. Say you got the soil, but you are looking to beef it up to really allow maximum results. What do you need? Well, let's review. So you need iron, phosphorus, copper, zinc, boron, uh, manganese, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. These are all things that you will need. And so you have like phosphorus. Phosphorus uses photosynthesis to aid in the transferring energy throughout the plant. So having phosphorus in your soil is essential for plant growth and development. Iron. Iron helps move oxygen. It allows and it assists for oxygen to travel to the leaves, roots, stems, stalks, everywhere throughout the plant, and allows the enzymes to do their job properly. Sounds simple, right? So copper, assists seed growth and chlorophyll. Without it, it can also, without the right amounts of copper in your plants, in your soil, it can lead to the plant being more susceptible to disease. So you need to have this. It's beneficial to the plant's immune systems. Boron, good old boron, pushes sugar around in your plants, as well as cell wall. It assists cell wall formation, cell wall stability, and so many other functions. That's a big one. Let's say zinc. To have zinc in your soil is absolutely imperative. It is intrinsic. It's zinc helps your plants produce chlorophyll, and the lack of zinc in the lack of zinc is the main cause when you see leaves having color deficiencies in most cases, right? Not saying that's the only cause, but a lack of proper zinc levels will cause chlorosis. So always bear that in mind. There's lots of ways that from our homes we can put these, we can fertilize our soil. You don't have to always go out and buy the nitrogen sticks, which are those are really good. Like, it's just simple sticks you stick down into the soil and they poke up and they fertilize the soil. And a lot of times, they don't traumatize the plant. They don't, shock it. But you have to research it if you go to buy it. But one of the best ways that I found fertilizing your plants is actually through the stuff that you have in your house. Most of us eat bananas and eggs, oranges. A lot of us drink coffee every morning. All this, and if you don't feel comfortable actually turning it over into compost, easiest way, let's skip all that and go straight to putting it in a bottle. Get you a big, like I use the juice bottles, like, you get the big giant juice bottles, poke holes in the top of it after you've drank all the juice, obviously, and stuff you banana peels, eggshells, coffee grounds. Sometimes a little bit of mud will help speed up the process as well. And many, many other things that we all hear to save and throw into our compost. Put that directly into the bottle of water and let it set for a couple days. Just a couple days, A lot of times you'll see the turn in the watercolor and that's just it automatically, and boom, you've made fertilizer at home. So even if you collect soil, sometimes it's better to go buy a couple bags of soil and then harvest some of your own from wherever you can, gather it. And then fertilize it yourself. Soil is absolutely intrinsic to plant health and development, and it helps provide us oxygen, and it helps provide us food. So if you have bad soil, it's really going to hurt those things. So that's a quick video I wanted to put out just to let you all know there's still tons more information out there. Today, we live in a time where we have YouTube, we have Google, we have all these different things that can take us to podcasts and books and everything else that we want to know about this. That is why I also am running a podcast, YouTube channel. I'm writing a book. We're planning on publishing a magazine soon. Just many, many, many different platforms so that this information is reachable to everybody. I'm also getting involved in affiliated marketing programs so that not only can I tell you, hey, look, it's okay to go to Lowe's, Walmart, Home Depot, wherever, and buy some soil, but I'm actually going to be able to give you actual brands and actual types and give you links to where you can order these things at home. If I do a video on solar kit installation, we'll be putting the links right below it so that way you can click it, and not only will it take you to Amazon solar kit list, it'll take you to the ones that I specifically recommend, that I've bought, I've used, and I know that they are good for what it is that you're trying to do. So it's like, hey, look, if you're trying to run this off of it, well, you might not want to use that, because I've had to run one of those. This one didn't work good, but if you're just doing this, get this one. But if you're trying to run that particular appliance, go get this one instead. And that's all information that I'm looking to share to y'all, and I cannot wait to do that. So please stay tuned. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticism, anything, please leave it in the comments below. If you have other information that you're also looking to provide, maybe I overlooked something, maybe you don't agree with something and you'd like to correct it, please feel free, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your feedback. And I'm sure everybody else who's interested in this topic would all the same. So, y'all take care and have a wonderful day. I'll be back soon with the next video.